Hi, welcome to the Stocks and Shares Investment Masterclass Training. I am Habila Amadu, and I'm glad to welcome you to this Masterclass training on Stocks and Shares Investment. Okay, this is an introductory part to Stocks and Shares Investment. As I promised, this is a free training for everyone so that you can understand the basics of stocks and shares. So you're welcome once again. Please, I want you to stay put as we go into the basics of stocks and shares. Okay, and I want you to be patient enough, because there will be a giveaway at the end of this course. There are bonuses and there are giveaways, so stay put and ensure you stay in this class till the end. All right. Now, this is not a professional class, but I want you to see this as a discussion between me and you, as it is an introductory part of the stocks and shares. So don't take it as a professional class. This is just a discussion between me and you. We're going to dive into stocks and shares, and let's understand what it is and how it can change your financial status. Yes, this is something I've been into for more than a year now, and I tell you, stocks and shares can deliver. Okay, so just get set as we keep discussing. So before we move on, I want you to hear this great man, what this great man said about investment and wealth creation. It's important we hear the perspective of other mighty people. So please, let's stay put and listen to what he has to say, and then I'll be right back.
This is what turns you from a rich person to a wealthy person. The major reason behind the financial up and down of believers, especially those that God has started helping, this secret right here is what, if you do not understand, you will never be wealthy. Never ever be wealthy. The Bible says, give a portion to 7 and also to 8, for thou knowest not what evil shall be upon the earth. We'll look at it in a number of versions. Give us NIV, then NLT, and finally Good News, GNT. Give us NIV. It says, give portions to 7 and yes to 8, for you do not know the disaster that may come in the land. Let's look at NLT. It says, divide your investments among many places, for you know not what risks might lie ahead. Can we? Yes, Good News. I like this. Watch this now. Put your investments in several places. Koinonia, wake up now. Many places even, because you never know what kind of bad luck you are going to have in this world. Look up. The only way money grows and the only way money multiplies is through investments. Write it down. The only way money grows and the only way money multiplies is through investments. If you do not understand investments, you will never be wealthy. Unfortunately, these kinds of platforms don't give us the liberty, because you are speaking with people and because you are speaking on financially related subjects, and with it comes many things, unfortunately. But let me tell you this: you must learn and master investments if you want to be wealthy. A job can give you you can have salary saved with time and have some money. Providing value, like I taught you, can connect you to a clientele, and all together they can give you some money. Some of us, as I'm speaking to you now, it's not like God has not been faithful. There is something lying there, but what to do with it is what most people do not know. Is the reason why they keep going up and keep going down. There is nobody who is sustainably wealthy on earth, whether in the secular or in the church. There is no ministry, listen carefully, that is sustainably wealthy on earth that has ignored investments. Now, put your mind on this, that when God shows you faithfulness financially, your next project is to settle down and learn everything you can on investments. Learn it, learn it, learn it. By the time you create systems, they are called, you have entered a realm called oceanic wealth. It's a realm that the Bible calls the wealthy place. You see that now?
Okay, if you discover the main emphasis, one of his emphasis is that the only way money grows and the only way money multiplies is investment. That means there are no two other ways that money grows. The only way money grows and the only way your money will multiply is through investment. It means that if you neglect investment, you will never be wealthy. You can have a job where you earn, but if you truly want to have sustainable wealth and grow your finance so much so that you are sleeping and your money is working for you, the only way is through investment. And you can hear his emphasis said, whatever you can do, ensure you sit down and learn about investment. Learn it. Learn it. Remember his last words. He said, learn it. Learn investment. Once you have anything in your hand, ensure you sit down and learn investment. And that's what I want to teach you. So what's the objective of this course? This training, my objective in this training is to help you understand how the stocks and shares investment industry work. It's important you understand how this thing works before you dive into it more. Number two is to help you start your stocks and shares investment journey to wealth creation. Not just show you how it works, but I want to help you start your own journey to wealth creation through stocks and shares investment. Remember, the only way money grows and the only way money multiplies is through investment. But you will need to take a very important action at the end of this training to start investing in highly profitable shares with 50% profit and above. But this will not be free. But don't panic, just stay and watch, attend this training. At the end of this training, you know what it is and how we'll go about it, okay? But I assure you that you can invest in shares that can give you 50%, 60% yield within a short period of time and even a long period of time. Yeah, the duration may differ, okay? But I will show you how to start investing in highly profitable shares with 50% profit and above. Yes, some can have hundreds of profits, some even 1,000. Yeah, there are companies that have 1,000 profits in 1 year. All right. So now, who am I and why you should listen to me? It's important you know who this person is, the person talking to you, the person who has organized this masterclass training. Who is this person? And why should you sit down and listen to this person? First of all, my name is Habila Amadou. I'm a clergy, a man of God. I'm also an entrepreneur and a wealth creation coach. I am the director of the Digital Finance Academy and the privileged founder of a ministry called the Ancient Lights Gathering Ministries, an apostolic ministry domiciled in Zuru, Kebbi State, Nigeria. I'm a graduate of Usman Danfodio University, Sokoto, where I obtained my bachelor's degree in microbiology from 2015 to 2019, and also obtained my master's degree in public health from Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria, from 2022 to 2024. Now, besides being a graduate, I have been mentored in the area of financial management and wealth creation by some of the brightest minds in the industry. Trust me, I have studied finances to an extent. Yes, I'm being experienced in investment for a long time, and I'm multiplying and growing my finances in high percentage. I also want to help you achieve this through this course. Through this course, you will start raising significant amount of money for specific projects through investment in stocks and shares. So this is a brief information about this person, Habila, and why you should listen to this person. Okay, let's still move on in case you are not satisfied with this introduction. Now, these are my certification. Habila, Mr. Habila, someone may ask Mr. Habila, this one that you are teaching stocks and shares, are you sure you are trained? Have you been certified? Have you obtained the certification? Have you passed through the training of shares? And what are your experiences? Let's see a few of your results. All right. So this is my certification, and these are some few results. I only screenshotted few just to show you some of the things I've been able to achieve within the long time I've been into investment. So as you can see here, this is my certificate here in stocks and shares. But I just obtained the certificate this year, but I've done the training since 2024. All right, and as you can see, these are my results here. One of the company shares I bought, I had 34.53% gain. Now this is not a 1 year stuff, it's just a short period of time. And this is another company's shares I bought, Lasaco, with 42.08%. This is a huge gain. This is a huge gain. I tell you, it's a huge gain. It's a huge gain. Now, the reason why I screenshotted the one of Owando is to show you how we grow in investment. How we grow in investment. Can you see this one? I'm making 3.22% already as it's growing. Can you see the arrow there? The triangle is facing upward. It tells you that I'm making gradual process. I have to screenshot even the little benefits and profits I'm making out of this to show you that you can start little and grow much. So this is my portfolio. This is my certification. And as you can see, my name is there, Habila Amadu. And these are few of my results. Do you know what will happen if, for instance, you invested 100,000 Naira in that Lasaco and you're able to have 42.08% gain? That's 42,000 Naira. Yes, just with 100,000 Naira. Okay, let's say with 10,000 Naira. Invested 10,000 Naira into Lasaco Assurance PLC. Within that time, you'll be able to gain how much? 4,000 Naira, 4,200 Naira. Can you see that now? If you are able to invest a million Naira, you have 420,000 Naira. This is how people grow their money, just by investing. Look at it. I bought 200 units. Can you see here? While this one I bought 550 units. While Owando here I bought 142 units. Can you see now? I bought units of shares from this company. My money is working for me. I don't need to do much other thing. No, my own is just to buy the shares and allow it to grow. So these are my results. All right, let's go on here. And these are the companies I bought. It's not enough to show you the result, but see how it was done. Can you see? I bought Veritas. I bought Veritas 500. Champs are there. Lasaco, the Lasaco, I showed you the result there. I showed you 200 units. This is it now. And I bought Access Bank. Can you see? This is for Access Bank. Access Bank. Yes, this is for Fidelity Bank. I have shares with Fidelity Bank. I have shares with First Bank. I have shares with UBA. Yes, yes, I'm a shareholder. Yes, I invest my money and allow it to grow. Okay, and then let's go on again. Not just that, I belong to a community of investors. So apart from being certified, apart from having some results in or many results in stocks and shares, I also belong to a community of Nigerian and US stock market investors. That's where I belong to. Can you see it now? Look at it here, and you can see me here, down here. I belong to that group. This is a community of bright minds, I tell you, investors who we both invest in Apple, Tesla, all the foreign companies, not just in Nigerian companies here. So I belong to this community. At least you can trust my ability. Okay. All right. Let's move on. So now, what are shares? We're talking about stocks and shares now. What are shares? This is a definition from another site that says units of equity ownership in a corporation. As you can see, a hand there taking some portions, two hands upward and downwards. They are holding some portions of a cycle. That's what share is. The moment you buy a share, you are like owning an equity in a corporation. What do I mean? Let me simplify it for someone who may not understand what I mean. So shares refers to a portion of ownership that you have in a company. It means that the Veritas I bought, the UBA I bought, the First Bank I bought, that means I have a portion of ownership in UBA Bank, in First Bank, in Access Bank, in any company share I bought. I have a portion of ownership. In other words, if you buy the shares of a company like Dangote Cement, automatically you become one of the owners of Dangote Cement. Wow, many of you are dreaming to become CEOs, right? I believe you are dreaming that. Now, this is what shares can do to you. Yeah, this is what shares can do to you. Okay, last weekend I received a text from one of the companies I bought their shares about a meeting that they'll be holding, and they're inviting me for the meeting via Zoom. Can you see that now? You don't want to know where I'm dwelling, where I'm staying. But I mean, this company, I've never seen them, but I bought their shares, and they feel okay, as a shareholder, you have to be present in the meeting. Yeah, that's what it means. Automatically you become one of the owners of that company. Okay. All right. That means anytime the company makes profit, you have a share of that profit, no matter how big or small. Can you see? You put in money and you allow the company to work, use your money and work with it, and then any profit that comes, for instance, the likes of Dangote, you invest in Dangote, of course, you know, the man who has one of the most functioning refineries in Nigeria. Now, this is the man, if you invest in his company, do you think you will lose? No, not at all. That means anytime you buy, that company makes profit. What happens is that automatically, you make profit as well, no matter how big or small it is. So this share of profit is what we call dividend. Don't worry, we'll come to that. But I want you to know something, that you can buy the shares of different companies from as low as 0.50 per unit. That means 50 kobo per unit, to as high as 1,000 naira per unit. Yes. I used 1,000 naira to buy shares. When I started, I used some few amounts to just start buying shares. And as it kept growing, I kept buying shares more and more and more and more to become one of the owners of that company. And as the company is making gain, I'm also making my profit. That's how it is. All right. So example now, let me give you an example. The price of Access Bank shares is 24 naira 0.90 kobo per unit, because shares is measured in unit. Okay, yeah. So you can decide to buy 100 units of Access Bank shares, and this will cost you, if you multiply 100 units by 24.90, that will give you 2,490 naira. With just 2,490 naira, you have become a shareholder in Access Bank. Wow, look at the miracle of becoming one of the owners of a company, just with 2,490 naira. Can you see that now? Now, the price of UBA of Boa Cement shares is 99 naira per unit. So if you decide to buy same 100 units of Boa Cement shares, this will cost you 100 unit times 99 naira. That's how much? 9,900 only. This means for 10,000 units, 10,000 units will be for Access Bank. If you buy 10,000 units of Access Bank at 24 naira 0.90 kobo, that will be 249,000 naira. For Boa Cement shares, it will be 990,000 naira. Note, you can buy shares if you have as low as 1,000 naira or even less. I believe you are gaining value now. Okay. Now, these are the companies you can buy shares from. Just a few companies. Can you see? Boa is there, Dangote is there, MTN is there, Access Bank is there, GT Bank is there, Fidelity is there, Stanbic is there, Zenith Bank is there, Wema Bank is there. You know, all the companies, they are there. Many companies, hundreds, over 100 plus companies, you can buy their shares from the comfort of your home. Buy shares and allow it to grow. Okay. Now, how does the stock market works? Because someone will be asking, I know, okay, I want to be a shareholder, but how does it work? I want to show you something. So your question might be, how do I make profit from the stocks and shares investment? All right, I will answer that. Among many ways, there are two major ways to make profit from the stocks and shares investment. There are two major ways, but there are other ways as well, but there are two major ways. Number one is the capital gain. We call it the capital gain. What is capital gain? Capital gain is simply when the price of a share of a company goes up. So maybe you buy it at lesser price, and when that price goes up, you sell it up. That is capital gain. That's the strategy. That's one of the strategies you make profit in the stock market. Yes. Okay, example now. If you buy 10,000 units of Dangote Sugar shares at 50 naira per unit. 1 unit is 50 naira. Okay, it will cost you 10,000 units times 50 naira, which is 500,000. Only 500,000. You bought 10,000 units of it. Now, remember, you bought it at 50 naira. Now, if the price goes up to 60 naira per unit, that is by tomorrow. What is even 60 naira? It can go more than that. It can go more than that. It can fly from 60 naira to 70 to 100 naira or 110. It can. It's very possible in the stock market. Very, very possible. Now, if the price goes up to 60 naira per unit by tomorrow, that means you will have 10,000 units multiplied by 69 is 600,000. So what is now your profit within 24 hours? By that, you have just made a profit of 100,000 naira in just 24 hours. Believe me when I tell you that you can make that kind of profit. It's very possible. Very, very possible. Yes, I'm an investor, so I know what I'm saying. I know what I'm saying. In 24 hours, you can make that profit. In 1 week, you can make more than that. Yes, it's very, very possible. Very, very possible that. Yeah. All right. This is for capital gain. Now, it is possible for a company's shares price to go up by 10% to 50% in 24 hours. Believe me when I tell you that it's very, very possible. Very, very possible. Investing 500,000 naira and then growing by 10%, growing by 10% is 50,000 naira, right? 20% is 100,000 naira, right? 50% is how much? 250,000 naira. Is very possible. Very, very possible. That means if you have 10,000 units of Dangote Sugar shares at 15 naira, which is a total of 500,000 naira, and the price goes up by 50%, just 50%, you will make an additional gain of, now you do this mathematics, 50 divided by 100 times 50 naira per share is 25 naira. Per every share that you bought at 15 naira, you have 25 naira. 25 naira gain. So the new share price will now be 50 naira plus the gain again, that is 25 naira, which is 75 naira per share. That is profit of 250,000 naira in just 24 hours, which is 500,000, right? 500,000 naira or 700,000 naira minus 500,000 naira. That is 250 naira. 250,000 naira. Sorry, I said 250 naira. 250,000 naira. Sorry, I made a mistake there. It's supposed to be 750,000 minus 500,000. Okay, so you bought 10,000 at 50 naira, 10,000 units at 50 naira. That is 500,000 naira. And then you now sell it at 75 naira per share. That is 750,000 naira. So what is now your gain? You subtract 500,000 naira from 750,000 naira, which is 250,000 naira. Can you see the gain now? The stock market is really doing wonders, I tell you, just by investment. I'm talking about investment here. You are not the one running the business. You only buy the shares and allow it to grow. Capital gain. Now, the second is dividend. What is now dividend? I made mention of dividend the other time, and I said I will explain it much better. Dividend is simply a portion of the company's profit that is paid to you as a shareholder. So apart from capital gain, when you have made profit, let's say 50% profit, after everything, the company will sit down and look at its profit and say, okay, we're going to share some profits to all our shareholders. Apart from the money you have made by capital gain alone, dividend is that portion of the company's profit that is paid to you as a shareholder. That one is company that will sit down and decide, okay, let's pay this person, let's pay our shareholders so amount. It happens. It is usually paid yearly, quarterly, or according to the company's pattern of payment. Yeah, there are some companies that pay yearly, some pay quarterly, some pay just anyhow according to their own pattern of operation. Now, let me show an example of how dividend works. If you have like 10,000 units of, I'm talking about share is measured in units, okay? Yeah, you buy shares per unit. So one share is 1 unit, 1 unit of shares. If you are buying a share, you are buying it in units. So you buy 10,000 units, that's 10,000 shares, units of shares of GT Bank shares. And it is time for the company to pay dividends to its shareholders. You just bought 10,000 units. Let's say maybe you bought them at 50 naira, 100 naira, 200 naira. But now it's time to pay dividends. Now, if the company decides to pay 2 naira, in fact, some pay even up to 50 naira. Yeah, some pay 20, some pay 30 naira. I tell you, as dividend. Now, if the company decides to pay 2 naira as dividends or earning per share, we call it earning per share as well, you will receive a total of how much? 20,000 naira. That is the company just giving you 20 as a dash. Let me put it that way, as a dash. Since you have been a shareholder in this company, so we are going to give you, we have made profit and so we want to share it like at the end of the year. Let's sit down and reward those who have partnered with us. This is what dividend is. So just by buying 10,000 units of shares, you have how much? 20,000 naira alone, seated. Apart from the other gain that you are making, other gain, this one is the company that will sit down and say, okay, for anyone who has any unit of shares, we are going to give him 2 naira per any unit. Some can give you 30 naira. I can tell you that, yes. Some can give you up to that amount, some even up to 50 naira. Okay, dividends. So you make money by capital gain, buying shares, allow it to grow, and you sell, and then by dividend. This dividend comes automatic. So far you are a shareholder in that company, whether you make capital gain or not, so far you are a shareholder in that company, they will always pay, they will surely pay your dividend. That one is sure. Whether you are making profit or not making profit, this one will come automatically just by investing in that company, buying shares of that company. Can you see the wonders of it? This is how the stock market works. And this is why you see some rich people is look as if, how is this person multiplying his own money? He's just staying at home. He's not going anywhere. He's not doing any work. He only has few shops here or few establishments here. No, they understand the investment. Some of them can buy hundreds of thousands of shares from companies. Yes, and allow it to grow. They will allow it to grow. Now imagine you bought 100,000 units of shares of GT Bank, and they decide to pay 2 naira per share as a dividend. That is 200,000 naira. 200,000 naira is coming to you alone just by being a shareholder. Why can't you try stocks and shares investment? The only way money grows, the only way money multiplies is through investment. And one of such investment is through stocks and shares. Buy shares from company and come and thank me later. All right. How to invest in the share market. Now let me guide you. Let me show you the step-by-step how to invest in the share market, the shares market. Now this is a step-by-step procedure to start investing in shares of any company in Nigeria and around the world. Now the first thing you need to do is to create a stocks and shares investment account with a stock brokerage firm. Yeah, that's how it is now. You have to register with a stock brokerage firm. Yeah, you have to register with a stockbroker, and you fill a form and provide documents like your ID card, your BVN, your NIN, your utility billers, your NEPA bill, your passport photograph, etc., etc. And then number 2, complete all the necessary documentations with your stockbroker. You will also need to link your bank account to your shares investment account. That one is sure, so that in case you are making transfers or you are withdrawing your funds, it will be easier once you link your bank account to it. So once you identify a company with a profitable shares, do what? Buy as much as you can. Note, your stock brokerage firm will also charge you a small fee. Trust me, it's a small fee. It's a very, 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 very small fee. I tell you, too small fee. Just like a commission fee, okay? Yes, but once you identify a profitable share, do what? Buy as much as you can. So remember the step now. Create a stocks and shares investment account with a stock brokerage firm. Number 2, complete all necessary documentation. Those things I listed there: your ID card, your BVN, your NIN, your utility bill, your passport photograph, etc., etc. All right. Then thirdly, deposit money from your bank account into your stocks and shares investment account. Yeah, you can do that wherever you are seated. In fact, even the US stocks that we trade, you can send money from here, convert it to dollars while seated at home, and buy shares from Apple, from Google, from Amazon, from Tesla, from Meta, anywhere. So deposit money from your bank account into your stocks and shares investment account. You can deposit as low as 1,000 naira. Yes. So don't say, before I start investing, I need 100,000. You can start with as low as 1,000 naira. As a student, you can start with 1,000 naira. Yeah. To as much as 1 million naira and above. Yeah. Note, your stock brokerage firm will charge you a small commission. I've already stated that. Then number 4, search for companies with profitable shares to buy. Take your time and search for companies with profitable shares in the stock market. Now, this is the importance of being a community. Remember, I told you I'm in a community of stocks and shares investors, market investors, where we sit down and we look at company shares and we buy. Now, you cannot be part of that community except you are trained and certified. That's one thing about it. It's not something that anyone can join. No. So, if you truly want to have this kind of accuracy, then you need a community like that. Yeah, you need a community like that. Don't worry, you'll get to know how to join that community. Now, then, is it fifthly now? Buy the quantity of shares you can afford. So if you have 1,000 naira, calculate the quantity of shares you can afford with that 1,000 naira and buy them. Buy them. Then something here, wait and make some profit. Remember, I mentioned capital gain and dividend. Wait for your investment to grow. You can make as much as 10% to 50% profit in one day. Believe me when I tell you that it's very possible. I showed you the ones I made 42%, 30 something percent. The other one was growing from 3% upwards. Can you see that now? You can make it in one day, in 1 week, and 1 month. It's very possible. Very, very possible. Note, unfortunately, you can lose money even all. Yes, it's very possible. You can lose. Let me be honest with you. You can lose your money in shares, in buying shares. But if you learn it, you will avoid losses and gain profits continually. It's very possible. Yeah, you can master the stock market. It's very, very possible. When I tell you it's possible, it's possible. I've been into these things. Then, after you have waited and made some profit, sell your shares and withdraw your money to your bank account. After making profits, your targeted profits, just sell your shares and withdraw the money to your bank account. Go and buy the cars, go and build a house, go and do whatever project you want to do with the money. Can you see the process now? Create your account, complete the documentation, deposit money, buy the shares, wait and make some profit. Then do what? Sell. That's all. Once you sell it, that's all. You now withdraw your profits. Now, have you been getting value from this training so far? Please, if you have been getting value on the stocks and shares, I want you to type value in the comment section below. Please just take some few minutes and few seconds and type value in the comment section below. All right. Now, I want to introduce you to the stocks and shares investment masterclass course. Remember, this is just a free introductory training, but there is a course called the stocks and shares investment masterclass course. It's a complete course. Yes, it has a lot of modules in it. I will show you here after some slides. I will show you what the course entails and what you'll be gaining in this course. So I'm introducing you to the stocks and shares investment masterclass course. Now, starting something by yourself. I remember when I was a graduate, or when I was my undergraduate, I had it in my diary that I want to start buying shares from companies. I want to be a shareholder. It was in my diary for years, but I didn't know how to do it. I went on YouTube, searched and searched. I would only see some few things here and there, but it wasn't too. The details were not there. Okay, so I understood that starting something by yourself for the first time is difficult, and it will take time. Believe me, you'll be frustrated. So I came up with this course to guide you step by step on stocks and shares. Trust me when I tell you, there is so much you will learn about stocks and shares, and you will come and thank me later when I tell you that you will. All right, look at this now. Naturally, a baby boy, when a baby is born, the baby you start from crawling, start learning how to sit, crawl, gradually how to stand, and then the baby will learn how to walk gradually, as you can see the child there. And then with time again, he or she can learn how to ride the bicycles up and down. As you can see, there are almost how many wheels there? 4 wheels on the bicycle. There are 2 tiny side wheels there, and then the bigger ones are there, just to avoid just to prevent the child from falling. Now, this is just an area of finance. Someone can start. You can start your small business, gradually. You can manage it yourself. But when it comes to driving and flying, you can't learn it yourself. No, you can't. Look at the ladies there, or the women, there, even men themselves. Look at the way she's shouting, because she feels, I'm about to jam, I'm about to hit a rock, or hit a house, or hit a vehicle. So you can't start driving by yourself. You can't learn it by yourself. The same way with flying. Look at it. These are people who are being taught how to fly the aeroplane. Can you see it now? They have to be mentored and tutored. The same thing applies with investment. Investment requires training, and that's why I came up with this course, the Stocks and Shares Investment Masterclass course. Okay, this course will guide you on what stocks and shares is all about, step by step, even analysis. Oh, please just stay. Don't go. Now, you may be asking, why should I get Stocks and Shares Investment Masterclass course? Why should I get it? Is there any need? Can't I just go and just watch videos here? Now, these are what you'll be getting in this course. Let me show you the few things you'll be getting in this course. Now, this is the module of this course. I doubt if you can see it. I doubt if you can see it, but I just screenshotted it and I placed it here on my slide. We have 11 modules. I have 11 modules in this course. 11 modules for this course. Module 1, Module 2, Module 3, Module 4. There is 5A and B, 6A and B, 7A and B, 8A and B, then Module 9, 10, and 11. You have, this module is enough to make you a professional, an expert in investment. Believe me, remember I told you, I'm a certified investor. And I also belong to a community, so I know how these things run. Okay, so these modules entails the module 1, the introductory part. Again, there's a broader explanation about shares and stocks. And then the module 2, the house of wealth creation. We have the module 3, which talks about developing investment mindset, because that has to do with mindset. We have module 4. I will teach you how to create your own investment plan. If you are finding it difficult to create a plan on investment, I will teach you. I will guide you in that module. And then we have module 5, how to create accounts. I'll be showing you two brokers, two stocks brokers that you can use to create your account step by step in details, how you can create it and how you can fund your account, right? Deposit your money from your bank account into your stocks and shares investment account, how you can buy shares, how you can sell them, how you can withdraw the funds from your bank, from your stocks and shares account to your bank account, and also how you can identify my proven, those 99% proven and endorsed strategies. They are also in this course, so you need strategy as well. I tell you, they are proven and endorsed. Yes, and also in module 10, that is where I titled it the 1 million naira challenge. So let me tell you, it's very easy to become a millionaire. I wish I knew this. I would have been a millionaire before I graduated from university. Honestly, I wish I knew this. I would have been a millionaire. Believe me when I tell you that. It's not too late for you. I will show you how possible it is. We'll work together and we'll become millionaires and billionaires. Yes, the strategy is very simple. And then finally, I'll show you another alternative, how to access other brokers as well. All right. And apart from the course again, I have a bonus, 3 bonuses. The first bonus is you have access to a financial book for free. There's a financial book I'll be sharing for free. I've read that book and that book has blessed me a lot, I tell you. It gave me wisdom on investment. And secondly, there is a course I did again called the Easy Money Saving Masterclass. This is another financial course. This is another financial course in itself that I'll be giving for free as a bonus, for free. Apart from the book you'll be getting, apart from this 11 module course you'll be getting, you have a free book and you also have another course on finance. That means you are having 2 financial courses. It's enough. And then thirdly, you have access to a community. I'm creating a community of investors. I'm creating a community of investors where you join the group only when you are trained and certified. And then we continue with the stocks and shares investment there. We guide ourselves, we analyze things, and then we buy shares. All right. So now I want you to, because in that module, I'll be showing you, remember in the flyer you saw, there's a 99.9% strategy I told you, proven and endorsed strategy on how to identify shares, highly profitable shares with 50% profit and above. Remember I said that now. Now the reason why I made mention of that proven and endorsed is because of this. Now look at it. My discovered strategy and endorsed strategy. Who endorsed it? Was I the one that endorsed it? No. Someone has to endorse it. Someone higher than you needs to endorse it. And I can tell you, this thing was in my early days of investment. I just discovered this within 1 week of learning. I discovered this strategy and I shared it with my boss. Now I want you to look at this first. Please take a look at this. Take a look at this. When I shared it with him, he said, "You are the only person that has noticed this among my students." That was after I completed the training. He said, "I was waiting for who will first observe it." He said, "Kudos. You have sharp eyes and an exceptional mind." Oh, wow. I'm flattered by this, honestly. I'm honored to hear this comment from my boss. And then look at what he said now. Look at the comment. After sharing that, he went to the group. That time we were calling, the name of the group was SASIC. That is the stocks and shares investors community. He said, "Good morning, investors. I trust you are having a productive week. I've received various feedbacks from our last mentorship section. I have a mentor. Note that I have a mentor. I'm not alone, which is a sign that some of us here really," he said, "I have received various feedbacks from our last mentorship session, which is a sign that some of us here really followed the coaching of that in that session. However, however, Habila, remember my name is Habila Amadu. However, Habila Amadu was able to see something very powerful when he was implementing the act of studying the chart. That means I'm a good student. I sit down and I study things. He said, I was expecting different observation about the behavior of the charts, the shares of the charts, the shares of different companies. So I was able to sit down and study some charts, and I discovered something very powerful. And that's why he said, you have a sharp eyes and an exceptional mind. Now, it's part of what I'll be showing in that course. Amongst those modules, it should be in my module 9. I'll be showing you the strategy. Very powerful strategy. Remember, I told you that when you learn these things, when you learn these things, you will not experience losses in the stock market if only you can sit down and learn. Sit down and learn. That's all. You will avert losses. So I'm inviting you to this course, Stocks and Shares Investment Masterclass course. This is not something you can learn within one day in this training. No. It has different modules there, and that was what I did also. I had to sit down and get a course and learn it, and also so that you can gain access to this powerful strategy that was proven and endorsed by my boss. Okay, all right. Now, guiding in details on stocks and shares, this is a lot to make you an expert investor. I tell you. So these are the bonuses I told you, the financial management and investment books. You get it now? There's a book you get there, and there's also a free course. This is a course that has, some price attached to it, but I'm going to give it for free for anyone who has this course. Number 3 is that you have access to the investors WhatsApp group. Now, a bonus course designed, this Easy Money Saving Masterclass is a bonus course designed to guide you on automated and profitable saving, which means you are getting 2 financial management courses in one course. This is a huge bonus. This is a huge bonus. This is a huge bonus. I tell you, a very huge bonus. Very, very huge bonus. All right. Now, how much is this course? I know you are now thinking. Now, considering the value you will get and how much it will help you to make a lot of money and eventually become a millionaire and billionaire is very possible from this course, it will be worth it if I decide to sell it at 50,000 naira. It will be worth it, I tell you. When I tell you that it will be worth it, it will be worth it. Or 75,000 naira or 100,000 naira. You can't find these things. You can't find these things anywhere. You don't find it anywhere. But you see, I'm a considerate person. I'm very considerate. I'm a young man, and I'm also considerate. Looking at the current economic situation of the country, I know what is happening in the country. So, this is it now. This course is hosted live on Seller. The course is already on Seller, live, and it's going for 10,000 naira only. 10,000 naira only. 10,000 naira only. Remember, I said if I decide to sell that 50,000, 75,000, 100,000, it's still worth it. But I'm hosting it live on Seller for 10,000 naira. But, hold on. I like to show people who are fast action takers. Now, there are people who said, how I wish it can be dropped a little bit. I will ensure, I will buy it, I will take that step no matter the inconveniences. So I like to show people who are fast action takers what I call unfair advantage. So I'm going to give this masterclass course to the first 10 people only who will take it for a whopping discount sum of 4,950 naira. God, why am I dropping it so low to this point? I saw that this cost was 4,000 when I bought it. I would have bought maybe like 10 of it. Believe me, I didn't get it at this price. I didn't get it at this price when I learned it. And at least I've shown you the proofs. I didn't get it at this price. But if you are a fast action taker, this is an unfair, that's why I say it's an unfair advantage. If you are a fast action taker, there are only 10 slots now for 10 people. Remember the bonuses attached to this course. Don't lose this opportunity today. You may not be the only person watching this. There are hundreds of people probably watching this course now as it is. So take advantage of this opportunity. There is an acronym called the acronym. The meaning of the acronym POUR means passing over opportunities repeatedly. When opportunity comes, you pass it repeatedly. Let me tell you one thing. I'm just giving this discount for 10 people, after which we go back to its normal price. I'm an investor. I know what I'm delivering. Okay? So to take your slot among the first 10 people today, send me a message now. I'm talking about now. If you delay, the slots will be taken by others. Send me a message now on WhatsApp with the code. Just send SASMA, SASMA. You may not need to greet me, sir. Just send me SASMA to 070-1768-6204. But if you decide to greet, it's fine. Let's greet. But it's business share. Send SASMA as quick as possible if you want to be among the first 10 people, after which the price will go back to 10,000 naira. Imagine 4,950. If you lose that opportunity, you may not get it again, and I will never that discount, once it starts climbing higher, it will not come down again. So don't miss this opportunity. Take your slots now by sending me SASMA to 070-1768-6204, and then you will now take your slot. Now see you in the masterclass course. There is a lot you'll be learning there, and I hope to see you in the masterclass course. Remember, don't waste this opportunity. Don't allow this opportunity to pass you again. 4,950 naira is enough to guide you on investment. You have many bonuses there. You have book, you have another course, and you have access to a community where we keep building ourselves again after you are done attending the course. Watching the course, treating the course. After you are done, you now have access to the group chat, and then there we continue. We guide you on how to buy shares in a profitable way. All right, so see you in the masterclass course. Thank you. Bye.